Here's a quick look at the 4 OpenAI node types that are available in Avairto. So starting with text-to-text, I'll drag the OpenAI text-to-text node onto the screen. And I'm going to drop a human-in-the-loop node in here also, and that will let us ask a question that we can pass the answer to the text-to-text node. So I'm going to link all these up. And for the human in the loop, I'll start there. I'm going to double click it. I'll just say enter your prompt. And we'll just keep it simple. I'm going to right click on that human in the loop and copy my response. I'm going to go over to my OpenAI text-to-text. I'm going to select a model, and this first one is fine. That's the least expensive. And for the prompt, I'm just going to paste in that value that we copied from human in the loop. I'm going to set process variables to yes, which tells it should listen for that value when it's present. So that's pretty much it. I'll hit save. I'll hit update. And now when I run this sequence, it starts by asking me the question that we designed, enter your prompt. And I'll say, tell a joke. And it took that input, tell a joke, and it generated this joke. So it did exactly what we asked it to. Next, I'm going to go back to edit our original sequence. And instead of a text-to-text, I'm going to delete that, and I'll give it a text-to-image. So text-to-image basically draws whatever image we ask it to. So again, I'm going to use this human in the loop. I'll copy that response, and I'll paste it in as the image description in our text-to-image. I'm just going to use DALL-E 2 in this case, and I'll set process variables to yes so that it listens for that response code. And I'm going to save that, wire those together, update. Okay, so now when I run my sequence, again, it's going to say enter your prompt. In this case, it's an image description, so we'll say panda on a bike. Hit submit. And so that passes that panda on a bike value to our text-to-image module, and it's going to generate an image of hopefully a panda on a bike. Okay, there we go. So sequence complete, and there's our image of a panda on a bike. And again, here's the prompt, which was our human input, panda on a bike, and this is the response. And the response in this case is an image. Now, when I can actually copy the path to this image to clipboard using this icon, and I'll just paste it in a new URL as a new URL at the top. So there's our panda on a bike image. So now let's go back and edit our sequence again. This time I'm going to delete our text-to-image prompt, and I'm going to add in an image-to-text prompt. Image-to-text basically takes the URL of an image, and we can run a prompt against it. So this is basically vision. It's OpenAI's vision model. So in this case, let's edit our human in the loop, and we'll just say image URL as our question. And we can make a required format of a URL to make sure that they're actually entering a valid URL. So I'll save that. Over here, I'm going to copy that response 5 and use that as my image URL here. So we're passing that URL from the human in the loop over to our image to text model. And for the prompt, I'm just going to say, describe this image. So we're giving a URL, and we're asking it to describe the image at that URL. So I'm going to update this. Oh, and it gave me a little message down here. It says the process variable option must be set to yes if you're using response 5. So it tells me to look at ID 7, and sure enough, my process variable is set to no, even though I had that response 5 up there. So it did a good job of debugging and catching that for me. Let's try it again. I'll hit update. Okay, this time I'm going to run my sequence. So I'm going to paste in the URL of this panda image. And so it goes out and literally looks at that image and responds with this image depicts a cartoon style panda riding a bicycle, etc., etc. So it's pretty specific. So that is a quick look at the image to text model. Okay, next we're going to go back, and last thing we'll look at is the text to speech model. So I'm going to get rid of our image to text, drag over a text to speech, and connect those. This time our human in the loop, we should ask, what should I say? And we don't need it to be a URL. It can be anything. I'm going to copy that response, drop it in to say the following. Make sure that process variables is set to yes. And I'm going to just choose whatever voice. I'll choose Nova. Click yes, update. And so basically this will say whatever we enter in the human in the loop phase. So when I run this, hey, how are you today? Submit. It'll go out and use the text-to-speech API, so it takes that prompt and generates this MP3 file.
Hey, how are you today? Hey, how are you today?
And I can download that. And all of these are in my media library, so in the WordPress media library, it actually stores these things as I go along. So that is a quick look at the various OpenAI models in the Avairto automation tool.